What's going on, guys? Bengal again here, coming back at you with another video. And today, got a big one for you. Cam Newton to the Patriots. This isn't any type of Madden rebuild or anything like that. Cam Newton is actually headed to the Patriots. This was one of the most likely landing spots for him. When you kind of thought about it, he basically had two options, and that was sign with a team and compete for a starting job, which is, I think, what's going to happen with him and Jarrett Stidham, or sit out and wait for a quarterback to get injured, potentially on a great team, and then make a playoff run with that team. But this is definitely more guaranteed money and more of a guaranteed surefire thing. Also, I know I said compete for a starting job with Jarrett Stidham. Don't get me wrong, because I know there are already people going down in the comment section. You think he's going to compete for a starting job? Well, there are some things you have to consider, like Jarrett Stidham has been in the Patriots system now for this will be his second year. So they could have already been preparing him and you know, planning their scheme and playbook around him and different plays and different ways to utilize him to his full success, because that's what Bill Belichick and the Patriots are famous for, is taking players and figuring out how to make them as successful as possible, game planning around their ability. Now, Cam Newton is one of the most talented quarterbacks in the NFL. Like it or not, when healthy, which has been a huge thing for Cam Newton, when healthy, he is a probable top 10 QB in the league. Cam Newton is very, very good when he's healthy. Love Cam Newton, but injuries have really held him back over the course of his career. Hate to say it, but it is what it is. Injuries suck. I mean, we saw it with Penny Hardaway with the Magic, Grant Hill. I know I shouldn't really be making basketball references here. Rather, this is a football channel. Hit that subscribe button if you're new and you like football. Want more videos like this and definitely a lot of others. But, you know, injuries are huge in football. And we see great careers. Andrew Luck, I think, is probably the most football one recently that comes to mind. Injuries can kill a career, can kill a player. And they've definitely played Cam Newton. But when healthy, Cam Newton is extremely good. And now we're all talking about the downfall of the Patriots. They're losing Tom Brady, but it was never really about Tom Brady. I think Tom Brady's the greatest quarterback ever. You can't really take away from what he accomplished in New England. But it was never about Tom Brady. It was about Bill Belichick. It was about what the Patriots were able to do with their random draft picks that they were able to develop into being star players for them. Whether it's guys that they brought in free agency that they managed to dominate and play amazingly well. The Patriots have just such a success rate for making nobodies into stars over the past 2 decades. And it's not even nobodies, but they haven't really hit a ton on their first and second round picks. Like, Vince Wilfork was a great Patriot. He was a first rounder. Gronk was a great Patriot. He was a second rounder. But think about some of the most impactful players on the Patriots over the past 2 decades. Not a lot of them were picked in the top 2 rounds. I mean, look at Julian Edelman. Was he undrafted out of Kent State? I don't think he was drafted. I mean, they just turn it, you know, these random guys into star players. I know Devin McCourty was a top pick. I mean, there are exceptions to the rule, but it's not about 1 or 2 or 3 players that make a team. It's about the rest of the team as a whole, because there are 53 players on an active roster. Tom Brady, I mean, he was picked at 199. So we all know about the Patriots, but now that they get a bona fide star quarterback, former number 1 overall pick in Cam Newton, who's had a successful NFL career despite injuries, has won an MVP, has taken his team to the Super Bowl. What'd they go? 15-1 that year in 2014? I mean, the Panthers and Cam Newton were extremely successful for this short window. And now that Cam is going to the Patriots and Bill Belichick gets to play around with a more mobile quarterback, because that's certainly what Cam Newton is, Tom Brady limits an offense, and obviously he's one of the smartest quarterbacks of all time, one of the smartest players in NFL history. He can diagnose a defense, can find out, you know, where he needs to go with the football, recognize blitzes, go through progressions and reads and all those things. Tom Brady limits an offense in today's NFL based on his lack of mobility. Fact. Is he great, and does he make up for it in other ways? Absolutely. But Cam Newton offers the Patriots something that they never had over the past 2 decades with the immobile Tom Brady. I know he's rushed for over 1,000 yards in his career, like just barely in 20 plus years. He's 42, 43. But Cam Newton, I mean, he offers you a lot of different things. Now on the goal line, maybe you opt to rush it in with Cam Newton. Maybe you don't because you're worried about his injuries. But point being, he gives you a little bit more versatility with his mobility. on 3rd and 4, right? Maybe there's nothing down the field. Maybe there's nothing open. Blitz is coming in. Maybe Cam makes somebody miss. He scrambles for the first down instead of taking the sack like Tom Brady might have. Obviously, he's been great at getting rid of the football and not taking those sacks over the years, but you get my point. Like, this Patriots team might be even more successful with Cam Newton than Tom Brady. I know that sounds insane. Obviously, we're not talking about Tom Brady for what he accomplished in his career, but last season versus this season, is a healthy Cam Newton in 2020 as good or better than Tom Brady at age 43 and what he'll be able to do with the Bucs? I think there's certainly an argument there. Obviously, we don't know about Cam's health. Don't know what Tom Brady's going to do in a new system with more weapons than he's ever had, debatably, with Mike Evans and Chris Godwin and O.J. Howard and Cameron Brate. There's some talent there. So, I mean, it's going to be very interesting. This is the absolute best spot that Cam Newton could have signed, in my opinion, because the AFC East is still not strong. I know the Bills have been building up over the years, and people hate it when I talk about Josh Allen not being a great quarterback, but he's not. He rushes well for a quarterback. He's not an elite passer. He's not even a very good passer. He's not even a good passer. He's average to below average right now as a passer. And I know it's 2020. There's more to being a quarterback than just being able to accurately throw the football. But when evaluating a quarterback, I think that's paramount. Are they accurate? Josh Allen is not. The Bills are still not there. I still don't think the Bills are in a position to compete for a championship. The addition of Stephon Diggs changes things a little bit. He had the highest contested catch rate of any receiver last year. Stephon Diggs is a bona fide stud and a real weapon for Josh Allen to utilize. The Bills are decent. The Bills are a team that will probably make the playoffs, at least with a wild card if they don't take the division, which I'm still not convinced that they're going to. The Jets are still bad. The Dolphins are still bad. This is Bills versus Patriots. And the Patriots really haven't gotten a whole lot worse. They lost Gronk, but he wasn't even there last year. They still have Julian Edelman fired up to go, and he's a top 20 receiver in the league. He's a talented player. You have N'Keal Harry, who's certainly trending towards top 20, top 25 receiver in the league, depending on how this season goes for him. The Patriots have some talent. The Patriots are in a position to still not only rebound, but still compete for a championship, as the Patriots are every single year. You cannot discount what the Patriots are able to accomplish, have been able to accomplish. Every time we've counted out the Patriots over the past 2 decades, the Patriots have said, hey, we're still here, and we're better than ever. How many Super Bowls have the Patriots been to in the last 2 decades? 8? 9? It's been an obscene number. They've lost a handful, but they've also won a lot more than they've lost. The Patriots are always so dominant. They're such a great team. And now with the addition of Cam Newton, who is the favorite to win the AFC East? You're going to have to let me know down in the comment section below. I'm taking the Patriots. I don't think that's crazy to say. I think, and obviously, I am really banking on a healthy Cam Newton with some of these statements, because last year he looked bad when he was on the field. He did. But a healthy Cam Newton, wow. I mean, you got something there. He's still not old. He's still good. Cam Newton can still take a team and, compete for a Super Bowl. And he hasn't had a ton of talent in Carolina to work with over the past few years. I know Christian McCaffrey, he's really only come into his own over the past 2 seasons. He's still younger. DJ Moore, same deal. Past 2 seasons type of guy. He hasn't had a ton of weapons. He really hasn't. So now, and with a good defense as well, like the Patriots have a great defense. The Panthers really have not had that. I think the Patriots and Cam Newton can really do a lot of things in the AFC East for sure. I'm going to take the Patriots to win the division. 10-win team, I think, for sure. And I would take the Patriots to do very, very well in the AFC next year. Are they better than the Chiefs? I don't think so, but they're going to compete with the Chiefs. The Chiefs are, without question, the best team in the AFC right now. We'll see how that ends up playing out over the course of the year. But Patriots, Chiefs, I think the Patriots are better than the Titans. I know the Titans beat them in the playoffs last year. I think the Patriots are better than the Titans. I think the Patriots are better than the Bills. I think the Patriots are better than the Texans. I think the Patriots are better than the Broncos and the Raiders and the Chargers and the Jets and the Bills and the Dolphins and the Jags and the Bengals and the Browns and the Steelers. The Ravens are going to put together a tough competition, but really you think about the top 3 teams in the AFC. Chiefs, Ravens, Patriots. Honestly, you could put them in kind of any order that you'd like. This is a very interesting move for the Patriots. I would not discount them at all going into 2020. We'll have to see what happens. Maybe it won't work. Maybe this is a colossal failure. Maybe Cam Newton doesn't have it anymore. But I think Cam, when healthy, is a top quarterback in the NFL, top 10. I think the Patriots are still a top 5 team in football. So this is going to be extremely interesting. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. But that's going to do it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Take it easy.